Rosie, I'm making a really simple dish. This is pasta al olio, which is basically pasta with olive oil and garlic. These are the flavours of the Mediterranean.
Oh, aren't they just? They're the best ones.
Aren't they?
The anti-aging ones, which we love.
Exactly. So these ingredients will make me look a lot younger and a lot more handsome, I suppose.
Maybe we're already working.
Oh, well, I don't know. Well, I've got the pasta in my hand. The trick with this dish is to get the pasta in the water straight away. Now, this spaghetti will take about 12 minutes to cook. So I've got my boiling water here. And, of course, because it's a Mediterranean theme, we've got to make sure that the pasta is cooked in water that tastes like the Mediterranean Sea. So plenty of salt in there. You can see that comes up to the boil. Now, normally I would never put olive oil into the actual pasta, but I'm using Australian extra virgin olive oil. Some people like to put olive oil into the water when they're cooking their pasta. Apparently it stops it from sticking together, but I'm going to put it in there because I want a little bit of flavour. Now, in goes the spaghetti into the pot like that. And the trick with pasta, whenever you're cooking pasta, is, of course, for the first minute or so, you want to stir it quite a lot. And this is the bit you sort of slow down and make sure it's stirred nicely.
Very simple tip, but it's one that we all forget, so it's a good one.
Exactly. We want to make sure we've got perfect pasta. Now, the garlic. We need to make sure we've got plenty of garlic in here.
Yes.
Now, I've peeled the garlic already, and the trick with this dish is to slice it nice and thin. The thinner, the better, and this will flavour it and go all the way through. You can use pre-bought crushed garlic if you want, but I reckon fresh garlic is the best way to do it.
There's nothing like it, and it also is a nutrition powerhouse, antifungal, antibacterial, anti-everything. If there's someone you don't like garlic, they'll go as well, so don't worry about that.
Also anti-vampire, and you're guaranteed of getting a good night's sleep because no one will come near you. You know, if you're going to have a meeting and you don't like the people you're going to be with, make sure you eat plenty of garlic because it'll keep them away.
And I love that you've partnered the garlic with the olive oil, especially when it's extra virgin, unrefined olive oil. It has a flavour profile that can be kind of played with a lot like wine, which is wonderful.
Australian unrefined extra virgin olive oil. Now, you've got to have plenty of olive oil in the pan because that's what lubricates it and brings it all together and, of course, gives it its flavour. Now, I've got my olive oil into the pan there and I'm going to put the garlic in the olive oil. And what we want to do with that, Rosie, is just warm it up nice and gently till it gets a little bit of colour on it. I've also got some chilli and I've got some dried chilli flakes. And with dried chilli, there's so many different types. There's some really, really hot stuff and there's also some mild stuff. So you put in as much as you want.
Our metabolism likes it as well.
There we go. And you can see it's starting to bubble up a little bit. That's what you want. But you want to make sure that you just get the garlic just under golden. So we'll just let that bubble away for a little minute and that'll give us time to chop up some parsley. I'll grab half of that, half for you. Now, I just chop the end of the stem off there, then sort of bunch it all up nice and fine, and you want to chop it fairly fine if you can. So I just sort of rip my way through it. A little bit of stem's okay, but I love using continental parsley. You love it, don't you?
Oh, I absolutely adore it. It smells so fresh. It's gorgeous.
Now, you can see over here that the garlic is starting to it's just under golden. A little trick to stop that from actually cooking anymore is to grab a ladle and some water from the pasta pot. Pop it into the pan here, and you can see it's not too hot, so it's not going to sort of bubble up everywhere. It's all under control. It's a great way to stop that garlic from cooking. But the trick with this is, Rosie, this is going to become the sauce. So what I do is I take the pasta out of the water. It's been in there about 3/4, and I take it out of the water here like this and pop it into the pan. It'll cook the rest of the way in the pan. And if you want to add some more water, you can. The idea is to actually let the pasta soak up all the flavour from that pasta water, the olive oil, the chilli and the garlic. Does that look good to you?
It's so simple, but it's such a showstopper every time, this kind of pasta.
It is. This is one of those dishes that if you've only got a couple of ingredients, and you can see these ingredients are always in your pantry, you just pop a pot of water on it and within a few minutes you've got a great looking dish.
Good ingredients.
In it goes, and I'll just give that a bit of a stir around like that, and some salt. You need to make sure you add plenty of salt to it. There we go. Salt goes in there, and I'll put some pepper, and if you're ready with that parsley, I reckon we're almost ready to put the parsley in here, and we'll let it cook out a little bit. A good twist of pepper in there. I love plenty of black pepper.
Can you get any more antioxidants in there if you tried, right?
Anti what? Is that what? Is that all the good stuff,
the good stuff, the anti-aging, that's all we care about.
Now, you can turn it down a little bit, but I reckon I'll go pretty hard here and get all of that flavour in there. You can smell it, can't you?
I can. You ready for a bit of parsley?
Throw it in there. Oh, look at that. Lovely green in there, that chilli flecks through there. Just toss it around like that. Now, what I'll do is I'll just grab the plate over here. Now, have you got the cheese over there in the microplate?
Certainly do.
Now, this is a fork that I've had my entire cooking career, which is, I'd say, 12 years, maybe a bit longer than that, maybe double that. Turn the gas off, and then I just grab the fork around like that and give it a bit of a twist, and you grab off a nice big piece of spaghetti and then pick it up like that. It'll sort of go, and then You just pull it straight out like that. Does that look nice?
Oh, that is beautiful.
Off the edge there. Now, in Italy, we wouldn't normally put cheese on top of it, but we love it here in Australia, don't we? We love cheese, so if you can
We do.
put a little bit of cheese over the top of it.
Calcium, protein, lovely.
Oh, my mouth is just foaming. It looks delicious, smells
about it.
fantastic. And also some lemons there. So you can see there's a lemon over there.
Yep.
Grab that lemon, a little bit of zest over the top. One of those things you've always growing in the backyard.
touch.
You've got lemons in your backyard?
Of course I've got lemons in my backyard.
I don't, but just down the road from me, there's a lovely family that have this big lemon tree growing in there. And I go around, you know how the little...
There's nets to stop you doing that, you know that.
There is, but I take my dog for a walk and I've got one of those throwing sticks and I just reach up, grab a lemon off the top of it and fill my bag up with lemons. So there we go, always free lemons. Forks over there, Rose. Let's have a little taste of this.
I can't wait.
It looks good, doesn't it? You know,
Yeah.
smells good, nice
And you can
healthy.
make a big batch of this to feed a bunch of people. This is a really nice, simple thing to whip up.
This is a great dish to get
It
on.
isn't date food, though, is it?
No.
Let's just say that right now.
Well, if
as I
both-
struggle to get it on my fork.
If both of you have the garlic pasta, well, then you can breathe on each other and there's nothing better than that. Well, it's a taste. It tastes great, doesn't it? You've just gone and stuffed a whole big bit of spaghetti in your mouth with garlic on it and you're chewing away and you've got nothing to say because you don't want to be rude and speak with your mouth full. Now, is it delicious?
It is stunning. I would order that time and time again in a restaurant, but when you can make it yourself because it's such simple ingredients. Oh,
Taste of the Mediterranean on one plate.
and you've got a bit of kick as well.